Have you ever wondered what would happen if a seemingly tiny object, a needle, to be precise, were to strike Earth at the speed of light? It might sound like something you'd only hear after a few drinks with friends, but let's dive into this bizarre thought experiment. Imagine the unimaginable consequences of this event, the mind-boggling amount of energy released, and the devastating effects on our planet. This question challenges both our understanding of physics and our imagination. While this scenario is purely hypothetical, exploring it opens up fascinating realms of possibilities about the fundamental forces of nature and the limits of our scientific knowledge. The speed of light and its limits. To begin understanding what would happen, we need to first grasp the concept of light speed. The speed of light, a constant at approximately 299,792 kilometers per second, or about 670 million miles per hour, is considered the universe's ultimate speed limit. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, nothing with mass can reach this speed, as doing so would require infinite energy. So, in practical terms, we can't accelerate a needle or any object with mass up to light speed. However, let's suspend disbelief for a moment and explore what might occur if we could somehow break this cosmic rule. A tiny needle with infinite potential energy. The mass of an ordinary sewing needle is minuscule, about 0.1 grams, 0.001 kilograms. But in our thought experiment, if this needle were somehow able to reach the speed of light, its relativistic mass would increase dramatically. The faster an object travels, the more energy it requires to continue accelerating. At the speed of light, its mass would be enormous, and so would the kinetic energy it would carry. The release of this energy could be likened to a nuclear explosion of unimaginable proportions. The energy involved would far exceed that of any nuclear weapon ever detonated on Earth. The comparison becomes clear when we consider the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima, which released about 6.3 times 10 superscript 1 superscript 3 joules of energy. Our hypothetical needle, traveling at nearly the speed of light, would release energy roughly 106.5 times greater than this. It's a staggering thought, one small, seemingly harmless object, carrying so much destructive force. What happens when the needle strikes Earth? If this needle were to hit Earth at such incredible speeds, the effects would be catastrophic. The impact would release such an enormous amount of energy that it could obliterate large parts of the planet, if not all life. Here's a breakdown of what might happen. Immediate impact. Upon hitting the Earth, the needle would release a shock wave of such magnitude that it would travel through the Earth's crust, causing massive earthquakes. The shock waves would be felt across the globe, and the ground would shake violently. Buildings, infrastructure, and entire cities could be flattened. Explosion and fireball. The needle would likely vaporize upon entering Earth's atmosphere due to intense friction. However, the energy released would still cause a fiery explosion. A fireball, similar to a massive nuclear blast, would engulf the surrounding area. This fireball would create an intense heat that could ignite widespread fires, devastating ecosystems and destroying habitats. Atmospheric effects. The amount of energy released would likely cause an atmospheric disturbance. The explosion could create a massive shockwave, with pressure waves traveling through the air, causing sonic booms heard miles away. The shock waves could trigger weather disturbances, including hurricanes, tornadoes, and lightning storms, worsening the devastation. Radiation and fallout. A nuclear-like explosion would produce dangerous levels of radiation, contaminating the environment. This radiation would make large areas of the Earth uninhabitable for years, if not centuries, depending on the scale of the release. The fallout from such an event would be catastrophic for all living organisms, causing mass extinction across the planet. Global climate effects. The debris kicked up into the atmosphere could block out the sun, causing a nuclear winter scenario. This would lower global temperatures, leading to crop failures, famine, and widespread loss of life. If the shock wave caused volcanic eruptions, they could release even more ash, prolonging the darkened skies and further disrupting the planet's ecosystems. Potential for long-term global consequences. Even if the needle didn't trigger a complete apocalypse, the aftermath of such an event could cause long-term changes to the Earth's climate. Increased greenhouse gases from the explosion could lead to global warming, raising sea levels and contributing to more extreme weather patterns. The impact on ocean currents, plant life, and biodiversity could permanently alter the Earth's climate system. Human life and survival. Let's not forget the effect this hypothetical event would have on humanity. An impact of this magnitude would make survival almost impossible. The initial blast would decimate all life in the vicinity, and the ensuing fires and radiation would make it extremely difficult for any survivors to rebuild civilization. The environmental impact could persist for generations, potentially leading to the collapse of human society as we know it. The philosophical reflection. While we've explored the scientific consequences of this hypothetical scenario, it's worth stepping back and considering the broader philosophical implications. Could humanity one day surpass the speed of light? Are there alien civilizations out there capable of manipulating the laws of physics to achieve what we deem impossible? As we venture into space and continue to explore the universe, these questions become more pressing. Could we one day encounter beings or technologies capable of such feats? Or is the speed of light truly the ultimate limit to what is physically possible? In summary, if a needle were to hit the Earth at the speed of light, the consequences would be nothing short of catastrophic. The energy released would far surpass any nuclear explosion, causing global devastation, fires, earthquakes, radiation, and long-term environmental damage. While this thought experiment is, of course, purely hypothetical, it serves to highlight the incredible forces at play in our universe and the limits of our current understanding of physics. Even if such an event could never happen in reality, contemplating it offers a fascinating glimpse into the power of relativistic physics and the mysteries that still elude us. In reflecting on the sheer scale of destruction a needle could cause at the speed of light, I can't help but marvel at the intricacies of the universe. How much do we really understand about the forces that govern everything around us? It's mind-blowing to consider the potential for life in other parts of the universe, where advanced civilizations might have mastered what we currently perceive as impossible. What if they've already discovered ways to manipulate energy and speed on unimaginable scales? Perhaps one day we'll know. But for now, this remains a thought experiment, one that challenges the boundaries of human knowledge and invites us to think bigger. The universe is full of unanswered questions, and though we may never be able to answer all of them, the journey to understanding is what drives us. If anything, this hypothetical scenario reminds us of the power and mystery of the cosmos, urging us to continue exploring and questioning everything we think we know. So, the next time you find yourself pondering the impossible, remember, sometimes it's the most outlandish ideas that push the boundaries of science and imagination. Let me know your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending discussions on the wonders of science.